Well, today is a very exciting day as I launch phase two of my campaign to be senator in the 49th District of Illinois. I gotta tell you, the reason I am particularly excited is because my campaign is no longer just about me winning a race. My campaign is actually about us all winning our country and our state back. Well, why do I say that? Well, it starts with maybe some not so happy news. I did find out, friends, that there is very highly likely that there was fraud in my primary election. What do I mean? Well, someone showed me the data from all the different precincts, and as it turns out, there was only a couple of percentage point spread between each precinct. What that means is that they are expecting me to believe that every single precinct in the 49th district voted the exact same. I had not found when I knocked on doors that people were that that similar amongst all the precincts. No, if these were real hand counted votes, we would see much more variety in the results. But in fact, as you look at the numbers, it looks like a computer program was ran to spit out whatever results they wanted. And unfortunately, this isn't unusual. I've been to election integrity events before, and I have seen this in Illinois and many other ways of fraud. But this is the particular one I saw in my race. And so during the month of July, I've been praying, seeking the Lord, resting. And it was only a couple of weeks ago that God gave me a very unique idea, which is just a twist on an old idea. I was researching my options and I was just thinking about the fact that, basically, if there's fraud in your election, they're just basically saying, well, you got to trust us. This is how it was. Or you can let us recount it the same way we counted it the first time. And yet, we the people are asking for paper ballots. We're asking for our votes to be hand counted. We do not trust these machines. Not only are they not listening to us, they're not allowing us to vote in people that will change these things to what we want. But yet, God had me thinking about write in. Write in. It's something that not every country has. Why does the United States have that? At this point, it is our one way that we could have some checks and balances in our election. What do I mean? Well, if you don't like the names that are printed there, you can write in whatever name you want. Of course, I've heard most people write in Donald Duck or Santa Claus just to be, smart about it. But what if we were intentional about it? What if we were strategic? There are some famous people that won via write-in, Strom Thurmond, Ron Paul. But again, this isn't just about me winning this race. This is about the fact that up until this point, we the people, if we're concerned about our election process, there's pretty much nothing we can do but wait for the results of these lawsuits to come out. But now God has given us a way to respond. Hashtag, just write it. That's what I'm recommending. If they're not going to listen to you, handwrite it. Guess what? They're not going to be able to feed that in a machine, are they? We can force their hand and make them hand count our ballots. In fact, I'm recommending that you write your ballot from top to bottom. Write down. Even if the name is there, you handwrite it. We have to understand that a lot of what's happening today in politics is because we became lazy. We just thought, hey, you know what? Let them handle it. It's their job. I do my job. You guys do your job and everything will be fine. And, it seemed like it was working for a while. And all that time, things were being stolen from underneath us. So, yes, taking our country back, taking our elections back, it's probably going to require more effort than what we put forward so far, isn't it? And so I believe, though, that people are so tired of the status quo and what they're seeing. I believe they are ready for solutions. I believe they are ready to put forth a little extra effort, having to handwrite in their ballot. And I do believe the people of the 49th District are ready for some joy for Illinois. You know, we are accountable to God for who we vote for. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but if you are voting for just the lesser of two evils, if you don't believe that your values are being represented, we need to be accountable for that. We need to do our research and write in the candidates that we believe will represent us so that God can see that we're serious about this, and that if He would help us to come together as a community, then we will do the right thing ourselves, and we will write in the person that we really believe is going to make the changes that we want to see. Isn't it exciting? It's like heartbreaking when someone tells you, you know, this is kind of your fault. You haven't been involved. You haven't done what you needed to do. But then it's empowering right after that, because it's like, wait, if I helped cause this, I can be a part of the solution. And this is a pretty simple one, but it requires us to have faith. It requires us to not be complacent and apathetic. Yes, we've got to throw out our hope again that maybe something can change and that I can be involved. I encourage you to do things the kingdom way, and that is to use your voice, not throw up your hands. Take a creative solution from God and write in your ballot. I also want to encourage and ask you all to support me as it comes to these next several months before the election. Kingdom Conservative Party has been true to their word. They said, when we back you 100%. They have paid for my gas. They've paid for food and for my volunteers. Would you please consider making a monthly donation for August, September, October? Giving what you can, or a one-time donation. My website is joyforillinois.com. You can donate right there, and you can be a part of this campaign. You can get your excitement and enthusiasm going again for whatever state that you're in. Write your ballot. Let's make them hear us. Let us show them if they're really going to suppress the voters, or are they going to be accountable by counting our votes by hand this time? Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you even more for taking action and being the Americans that I know we can be.